Get the go from I am live according to YouTube. Hey everybody, I am super happy to be back with you today. It's a bit of an overcast day here today. It's not anywhere near as hot as it was the other day, fortunately. I am talking today about, now you may think, wait, what? She's talking about American politics? Well, yeah, sorta. I actually have, this is about RFK Jr. and MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. But this is not a political statement, right? This is about resilience. It's about tenacity. It's about commitment. It's about stamina. It's about never, ever quitting or giving up on your vision and your dream. What on earth does that have to do with RFK Jr. and MAHA? So Robert F. Kennedy Jr., just let's say that I'm a huge fan of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I think he is absolutely amazing. And I have been following RFK for a while. I've been following American politics for several years now, diving into the nuances and the political landscape. And it's kind of exciting right now. Watching American politics, particularly on X, is like drinking through a freaking fire hose. The corruption that is being exposed is just, it's incredible. And the one thing that has really surprised me, there's not much that has surprised me about the corruption and the dirty deeds that are coming out. I wouldn't say that I'm shocked. What has surprised me is the speed at which this administration is moving. I mean, it's just, they are on fire. The Trump administration is on fire, and they are opening up all the doors. They are literally pulling back the curtains on everything. Now, the reason I'm not surprised is because this is the Great Awakening. This is the massive shift in consciousness. This is when the truth is going to be revealed. This is the age of Aquarius. And these are such exciting times. I know that I have lived many, many, many lifetimes to be here for this right now. And after 5 years of doom scrolling, all of a sudden I am joy scrolling. It's like, wait, what? They found what? They've done what? They've revealed what? And it's all coming out. Now, if you're not watching independent media and the new media, the new media outlets, if you're still stuck in mainstream media land, then you won't know a lot of what's going on, because they're not going to tell you. Because guess where their cash cow comes from? It comes from the establishment, from the old guard, from the way things were. And specifically with, and I said this wasn't political today, but specifically with RFK Jr. and his push to take away pharmaceutical advertising for media outlets, that is catastrophic for media outlets. Do you realize that the US and New Zealand are the only two countries in the world that allow pharmaceutical industries to advertise on their media? Australia, we don't have any of that. We don't have any advertising of pharmaceutical products on our mainstream media channels. Doesn't happen. And because of the corporate capture of the pharmaceutical industry and the media in the United States, the media get a huge amount of revenue from pharmaceuticals. So this is like an existential crisis for the mainstream media in the United States. Plus, it's going to put a bit of a dent in the pharmaceutical industry as well, because I'm going to get to my topic in a minute, which is, if you didn't see the beginning, my actual topic today about RFK Jr. and Make America Healthy Again, which I'm fully behind. I think his position is, I've listened to him a lot and I just love the man. So, and we're going to be talking about resilience and commitment and stamina and going all in and never giving up on your dreams. That is actually the real point. But I just want to cover this very quickly, in that if a large portion of revenue for the media is coming from the pharmaceutical industry, do you think they're going to do any adverse reporting on their cash cow? They're not, are they? That would be a conflict of interest. That would be biting the hand that feeds you. So do you see that this corporate capture is so incredibly intertwined? And it's the food industry. It's all of it, right? So let's get to the real story here that I wanted to share with you today. Now, I've listened to RFK Jr. speak a lot, and it actually takes a bit to get used to listening to him because of his laryngeal dysphoria. That's not the word. That is not the word. He has some sort of paralysis of his larynx, and his sister has it too. So I'm guessing, I've never heard it in anybody else before, but I'm guessing it must have something to do with a genetics issue. So, and he says that he can't even listen to himself. So he feels sorry for everybody who has to listen to him, right? But it's worth actually just sucking it up and allowing the grading and just, to listen to his message. It's an important message. But recently he was saying that for 20 years, every day, he has gotten on his knees and prayed to be put in a position where he could potentially have a massive positive impact on the future health of the children of America. 20 years. Now, obviously, he has been a very busy man over those 20 years. I can't remember his story exactly, but he started out as an environmental lawyer and an activist for the environment. He's very, very big on the environment. He was approached by a couple of women about the pharmaceutical industry and these products that had done some damage to their kids, and he wasn't interested. He refused, but they kept hounding him, and they brought him all these documents, all this legal evidence, all this scientific evidence. And to understand the background of RFK Jr., he has taken on the pharmaceutical industry and other industries legally in something like over 200 cases. He knows how to read scientific journals and scientific papers. He knows the law. He's won a lot of those lawsuits. He has been pivotal in winning a lot of lawsuits. He's won against Monsanto, for goodness sake. So this man knows what he's talking about. For all these people who say he's a crackpot and he doesn't know what he's doing and he's dangerous, rubbish. So my point in this context, in the context that mindset, tenacity, success, bringing your vision and your dreams to life, is that RFK Jr. prayed for 20 years to be put in this position. Okay, I'm totally clueless. You obviously don't want to watch this video. That's fine. I'm actually a health nut. I have been studying and researching health for many years, and my health is excellent, right? Excellent. Mid-50s, my health is really spectacular, and so is my husband's. We're very, very health focused, and I've done a lot of research on health. So if you don't like my message, then that's fine. You can go somewhere else. And I'm okay with pushback. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. I'm okay with a difference of opinion. But as far as research into health, I've spent many, many, many years researching health because it is one of my primary values. It's one of my top core values is health and wellness. So I've done a lot of research on that, right? So, and it's really important that you are true to you. I'm true to me. You be true to you, and you do the research that you need to live life on your terms. What we do know is that in spite of the massive amount of money that, like, the United States per capita spends way more money on health than any other country, and yet it's one of the sickest countries in the world. Does that not give you cause for pause? So what are your goals and dreams? Let's bring this back to you. Let's round this out and bring this back to you. What are your goals and dreams? What's your vision? You know what I notice with most people? They have very little stamina. They're not committed to their goals and dreams. As soon as it gets uncomfortable, it's like, oh, it's too hard, I'm out. Success is not easy. Success is, it's committing to the journey. It is getting out of your comfort zone. It's doing the hard stuff. And when the going gets tough, the tough and the successful get going. They stare fear in the face and they go hard. They have courage in the face of adversity. They're tenacious. They're resilient. They have a can-do, no matter what, whatever it takes kind of attitude. Now, are your vision, your dreams worth that kind of commitment? Are they? Do you want to spend the rest of your life in the same old Groundhog Day that you have been for months, years, decades even? Or are you committed to change? You must be committed to change. Nobody can do this but you. And you are infinitely powerful. You are infinitely powerful. So what is it that you're committed to? What is it that you are going to draw a line in the sand and make non-negotiable to creating in your life? Because remember, you are on the leading edge of creation. You are a powerful co-creator, partnering with the universe. Are you partnering with the universe? Are you working with the universe on these things? Do you understand that you are infinitely powerful? You are infinitely powerful. And when you partner with Source, God, the universe, all things are possible. All things are possible. Everything is possible. The universe will do 80% of the heavy lifting, but you have to focus and you have to do the 20%. And when things get hard, you have to put your big person pants on and go, that's it. I am not giving up. I refuse to give in. I refuse to quit. But the vast majority of people, as soon as they get to a couple of hurdles, they're like, oh, this is too hard. I'm going to find another way, or I'm going to do something else. Now, it's important to be flexible. Like, failing to plan is planning to fail, but plans are not written in stone, because as you learn and expand your knowledge and your understanding and your skill sets, your plans will have to adapt. Your plans will have to adapt to the environment, to the conditions of the day, to economic pressures, to global economic forces, to whatever. You'll have to adapt. Adaptability is essential. You adapt or die, basically. But when things get tough, you have to look at, am I being redirected? Or am I simply being invited to step up and find another way? Absolutely. You can unsubscribe anytime you like. That is your free choice and your free will. If you want to cancel me because you don't agree with me on that particular topic, go ahead. Makes no difference to me. It really doesn't. I will speak to those who I resonate with. And if you don't like my message, fine. Go find somebody else who you want to listen to. And if you think it's nonsense, then that's fine. That's fine with me. I'm cool with that. Love you loads. Have a nice life. I hope it all works out for you. Care factor 0. I will be true to me. I will be true to my values. I will be true to my message. And just because somebody disagrees with me, I will not be silent about that. If you want me to shut up and keep my views to myself because you don't agree with me, then you're definitely not my audience. And I love you and I wish you well. So, when you stand in your truth, when you stand in your power, when you stand up for what you believe in, that is your point of power. If you're trying to fit in with everybody else, if you're trying to please everybody else, if you're afraid of somebody else's judgment and criticism, then good luck achieving anything. Somebody else's judgment and criticism and opinion, that's their prerogative to have that. But that is more about them than it is about you. It's not about you. And if they wish to throw shade your way, let them at it. Don't take it on board because it's nothing to do with you. It's all about them. So I invite you, I encourage you to be true to you, to decide and commit to your vision, your goal, your dream, to decide to commit to your truth and go all in and do whatever it takes. Because you are capable of far more than you could possibly imagine. But you have to be in alignment. Alignment is absolutely key. RFK Jr. is in total alignment with his values, with his conviction. And he has taken more criticism, more judgment, more belittling than most. If you don't like the man, if you don't agree with him, then that's fine. But at least have the emotional maturity to admire his conviction, his tenacity, his willingness to stand by what he believes. Because what has unfolded over the last 12 months, less, what has unfolded over since July, basically last year, I mean, seriously, it is almost like this divine, it's a divine timing. And when you look at everything that has happened to bring us to this point, and this is the moment of massive disruption. Whatever you think of what's going on right now, this is divine timing. This is divine order. Because we had to have mass disruption to unveil the enormous, the deep, deep, deep corruption and the manipulation of humanity. Humanity has been gaslighted and manipulated and put into a psychosis for decades and decades. And all of that now, the establishment is crumbling. The establishment is panicking. So I look at the events that have unfolded and I'm like, wow, like you could not have predicted some of the events that happened to bring all of this together. And the way that they are tearing down the old establishment hierarchy is astounding. It truly is. It's a very, very exciting time to be alive. And as the old establishment crumbles, guess what? You are a part of the new earth paradigm. You are birthing the new earth paradigm. You are birthing the fifth dimensional future that we are moving into. You are the future. You are the future. As the old paradigms are torn down, we now have the opportunity to build the new paradigms, the new systems, the systems that actually serve humanity and don't feed off humanity. The old systems are parasitic. They're actually feeding off humanity. They're feeding off the 99%. Enough. And it's up to you and me and those who understand what's really happening to rebuild our future, to envision the new earth as we wish it to be, with peace and harmony and joy and connection and love and light. And I mean, it sounds like a paradise. And that is what's possible for all of us when we come together as a conscious collective and we dare to turn our back on all the old ways of doing things. You know, the current health system has nothing to do with health. Nothing. And everything to do, the whole profit model of the current so-called health system is based on people being sick. Your health does not exist in a bottle of pharmaceutical pills. It doesn't. There are lots of advancements in medicine that have been incredible and helped a lot of people. But true health is in cleaning up our food industry, getting out all the toxins and the poisons out of our food. It's getting back to basics with really healthy food. It's addressing any deficiencies. It's gut health. Gut health is huge. Our gut health, if you have a modern day diet, your gut health is probably incredibly compromised, and all health starts in the gut. Very true. Reducing inflammation. More and more people are turning to detoxing products. More and more people are turning to more healthy diets. More and more people are starting to move their bodies. Essential. Move your body. Clean up your diet. Get mentally clear. Focus on what it is you want to create. And one of RFK Jr.'s statements is that a healthy person has 1,000 dreams. A sick person only has one, and that is to get healthy again. Now, you got to agree with that. So health is the foundation of wealth. You can have $1 trillion in the bank, but if you're on the death's bed, what good is it to you apart from maybe facilitating a nice, comfortable passing rather than dying in some filthy, dirty, well, in the Western world, we don't really have filthy, dirty hospitals, do we? But do you know what I mean? So money gives you choice. Money is just a value exchange. That's it. So I'm going to leave it there with you. I've obviously triggered somebody today. Hopefully they have unsubscribed. And I love all of you, and I wish all of you well. I have dedicated years of my life to helping you and as many people as possible, as many people who want to listen to me, to really overcome your fears, your doubts, your blocks, your limiting beliefs. And if you are not a part of the Wealth Consciousness Movement yet, then please go to wealthconsciousnessmovement.com. I do that like it's up there. It's not, because I'm live. Wealthconsciousnessmovement.com. The link is in the description. You can also come to my free live workshop, which is the Wildly Wealthy Workshop, wildlywealthyworkshop.com. Go and register for that if you haven't seen that already. And I'm dedicated and committed to your future health and wealth. And I hope you are too, because I can give you all the information and the knowledge and the encouragement and the inspiration, but I can't do it for you. But be true to you. And if my message isn't for you, I love you anyway. And go and listen to somebody who does align with you, because that's the beauty of this world and the choices that we have. All right. Love you loads. I'll see you again in another video very soon. Ciao.